when you come to correct the nutrition, would it also be one size fits all, or is it now coming to the individual person with the individual setups?
It's pretty much one size fits all. You got to get off what I call the poor four foods. That's gluten, that's oils, that's fried, that's fake. Gluten, oil, fried, and fake. Gluten, oil, fried, and fake. You get off those four foods. You never eat them ever again. You make sure that you adopt the mindset that you're allergic to them. You just stop.
Right.
And because if a doctor told you that you were allergic to a tomato, you'd never have a tomato ever again. You wouldn't, because the mindset. Okay.
Mm.
So you get off those four food groups and you supplement. You supplement your butt off, because supplementation is a technological advancement that we have that can help us, like air condition. Like, who wants to sit, if you live in Florida or Costa Rica or something, I'm pretty sure you want air conditioning. Like, it's a technological advancement that actually helps your life. And supplements are the same thing. So getting on the proper supplements, getting off the bad foods, that's the 1-2 punch with diet. If somebody's in really bad shape, we might have to strip the diet down more. It just depends. We had a woman who was having trouble with blood pressure and her hormones, and our normal dietary advice wasn't working. So I had to strip the diet down. So we stripped it bad. I was just like, can you do 60 days?
Mm.
She did, and she is now off blood pressure meds, and she's off all her HRT, all her hormone replacement, and now she's like, can I go back to eating regular? I feel like I've been eating dog food for 60 days, and again, this is on video.
Yeah. So let's just say the four foods you said: gluten, fake,
gluten, oils, fried and fake,
fried and fake.
And allow me to interview myself for just 1 minute here, because I know what everyone's thinking.
Yeah.
Because I see the comments on all my social media. Everyone has trouble with the oils.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, why oils? The reason is there's nothing wrong with the oil itself. It's that it's being exposed to the air. It's fat juice. So it's not a whole food. It is being exposed to the air, and it is oxidizing. And so if you don't actually juice the olive and use the oil within 10 minutes, it's going to oxidize, and that's going to create free radical damage in your body. And this is what causes heart disease, and this is what causes what I call the sea monster, which you can guess what that is. And so
imagine
this is the rust on the car, and that happens inside your body. And so we want to stay away from oils. As much as people want to give me the old Mediterranean diet spiel, and the Greeks and the Italians and blah blah blah, it's not worth the risk. It's not. You can live on. You're better off not rusting, right? Mm-hmm. And so if you want fat, eat fat, and don't eat fat juice. Eat fat. You want olives? Eat olives. Don't take olive juice.
Mm. No? But then I guess the fried comes with the oil, right? It's
fried is just a dramatic version of oils.
Yeah.
Although you could fry butter too. Essentially, what it is fat is either your friend or your enemy. If you overcook fat, it becomes your enemy. If you eat fat when it's not overcooked, it's your friend. Even something wholesome like an avocado, it's great. If you were to fry an avocado, it becomes a weapon of mass destruction. That's just the way the chemistry is. If you overcook fats, you're asking for cancer.
Mhm. That's interesting. Um, so I am curious, of course, what what can you eat? But I guess, like you say, whole foods and
Anything
basically,
you want,
and you,
anything,
and,
as long as it's not gluten, oils, fried or fake.
yeah.
So really, allow me to give you the cheat code. It comes down to this, really: fruits, vegetables, meat, eggs, fish. Just make sure none of it is overcooked. That's all.
Mm.
It's easy. And
I,
and you might
I,
be happy to know that potatoes a vegetable, because we all love potatoes, right?
yeah, and at this point, I'll take anything.
Yeah. Just don't make it into a French fry.
Yeah,
Just have mashed potatoes, or you know, boiled potatoes, steamed potatoes, or what have you. Use spices to use butter. Butter is great as long as it's not overcooked. You melt
so
some butter.
dairy is okay.
Dairy's fine. Some people don't get along with it, but as long as you get along with it, dairy's fine.
Yeah,
We've been eating dairy for thousands of years.
yeah.
There's and I understand the vegan movement. They don't like to hear that. And I was vegan at one point. So I come from uh, a very unique perspective of that.
Mm.
But there's nothing wrong with dairy unless you're sensitive to it.
Yeah.